Thank you for joining us in our wellness chats. I want to thank all our subscribers and viewers for your support to our channel. We're very grateful that you like our content, so please continue to show us your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing our content. As a woman and the founder of this company, I believe that women need to make wellness a priority, and that is why throughout this year, we will be sharing content with you that will be focused on women's health and wellness. Today, we have with us Geri, who is a certified holistic nutritional consultant and will be sharing her knowledge on gut health, probiotics, and weight loss for women. Geri, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. A pleasure. Always a pleasure to have you, Geri. Now, let's kick this off by talking about probiotics, Geri. What are probiotics? Tell us.
Basically, probiotics are a mixture of live bacteria and yeast that live in your body. So probiotics are really good to keep you healthy. So they're just like a live culture of bacteria, basically. So, yeah.
Interesting. And we're seeing a lot of foods, yogurt and things like that, that say contain probiotic. So how can probiotics help with our gut, Geri?
The way that probiotics can help with our gut and also weight loss for women, in a sense, is that some probiotics help with glucose and metabolism. So really support you in that way. So like improved energy and glucose metabolism is what I'm trying to say. It also keeps your gut in harmony. So if you have dysbiosis, meaning an imbalance of the good and the bad, the probiotics will help bring that together and make it like a more harmonious environment in your gut. Between the good and the bad. Another thing that it does help is promoting the health and maintenance of our digestive tract, like the cell lining. So like, I guess, like really like helping it like heal. It supports immunity. It helps, like I said, heal and seal your gut lining. It helps with healthy bowel movements as well. And it helps, again, if some people have IBS, to reduce the the cramping and the bloating and the gassiness. So so there's some of the things that helps with
Interesting.
Yeah.
And how does that then, and you talked about weight loss, then how does that sort of are you then trying to say is just because you have a well-functioning gut, that obviously equates to easy weight loss, or that shows up in our body in that way?
Absolutely, because you have the right amount of bacteria, and some certain bacteria will help with hormones, and basically regulation of a lot of different things like hormones in the body. Some gut bacteria eat certain, like some of the probiotics eat like food, so it helps break it down and essentially like help with weight loss so that you can eliminate better, and all of that. So yeah, so the more that you introduce the good bacteria and all of that, the more of a balance we have of a lush of a garden in there, the more things are going to be running smoother, right? In terms of reducing inflammation in the gut, which can help with weight loss, reducing toxins in the body, again, that can help with weight loss, and it interconnects with hormone balance and all of that. So yeah.
It's interesting that you say that, because we always say, I read this somewhere, we always say that with a gut feeling, because we say that because there's so many nerves that sort of we have so many nerves that sort of live in our gut, and that is where majority of these complex things happen. So it makes sense to keep that ecosystem in balance, sort of, to achieve optimal health.
Absolutely.
And what are some good probiotic supplements we can eat to help us?
So foods, you're talking about, like, what are some good foods that we could eat?
So we'll talk about supplements, and then we'll talk about foods. You choose however you want to share, but I'd love to ask about both.
Yeah, some supplements I'd say, like, for probiotics, like to put the good bacteria. Like, there's two that I really like. And again, like, I want to really reiterate the fact that, like, probiotics are not a one size fits all. So you really need to work with your practitioner, your naturopath, or your nutritionist to know that you're getting the right strains. Because in turn, like, say for example, sometimes probiotics can make it worse for someone, especially if they have like SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. So you're going to really want to work with your practitioner to make sure that you're getting the right strains, the right type that's going to be good for you. ones that I have really like are ones that are kind of vegetarian capsule that are really clean, that have no fillers, that have at least, I'd say at least 50 billion in there, like live bacteria. One of the ones that I really like is the cultured coconut, which is a fermented coconut. And it basically has, I think, is like 4 trillion live bacteria and 40 different strains. So that's going to really nourish your gut. But then again, I'm saying is like, make sure you work with your practitioner to make sure that it's not going to make it worse. Another brand that I do like is Renew Life. I like them because, again, like it's enteric coated, meaning that like once it passes your stomach acid, it's not going to like kill the bacteria before it gets to the right place. So enteric coated is another good thing to look for. And in terms of like weight loss, there's been some studies that have been proven to show that lactobacillus and bifidobacterium are really good strains to help with weight loss. So you want to make sure you have those strains in there. But yeah, those are like the two that I'd say that I really like personally. So
yeah, no, for sure. And I
yeah,
really like one thing you said, that this is not like a one size fits all. And I
right.
think sometimes we see that we would read something or we see something on Instagram or on the internet or whatever it may be. And
Mm-hmm.
then we think it worked well for somebody, and then it's
Right.
going to work well for us as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really important, and it's a good point that you made, that this is not one size fits all.
Right.
We really need to consult with our doctor. We need to really ask the right experts, and then see what our body type is and be able to take the right
Strain.
strain
Yeah.
that is going to help us for
Yeah.
our health. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And what are some foods that we can eat that is going to provide some probiotics?
Yeah, for sure. Like a lot of the fermented foods, like probiotic rich foods, I'd say like yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, there's pickles as well. And for people that like maybe are dairy free, the fermented coconut is really good. Also is like there's miso, there's water kefir, homemade ginger beer, that's really good for the gut. Another thing that I do want to stress though, is fiber. Fiber, people forget a lot about fiber, and it's really, really important in regards to feeding the good bacteria and making that gut that you have like a lush symbiotic garden. So the more whole foods, plant-based foods that you eat, like fibrous foods, like like your cruciferous vegetables, your cabbage, foods like that are going to really feed your gut, to make it have less inflammation, to have better bowel movements, to like mend your gut, to support like the reducing colon cancer. So there's a lot of foods that help with that as well, like celery, berries, arugula, cabbage, broccoli, like I've mentioned, which are also go hand in hand with they're 0 calorie, like low calorie, so they're also help with weight loss. So they're called basically 0 calorie foods. So it'll help with weight loss as well, but also nourish your gut. So
Fantastic. This is
yeah,
great, actually. This
yeah,
is really good, and really good to be able to connect the dots to say, hey, you know what? These are easy finds. Things that you talked about, broccoli and all of these things, are very easy find in our local supermarkets, and how they can help us with weight loss, and how at the same time they can help us with our gut. So
yes,
I really do appreciate that, Geri. Thank you so much for carving out time in your day today to
totally.
spend this little bit of time with us
Yeah,
and educating me and all our viewers on gut health, weight loss, probiotics. And I look forward to having you on future segments. Thank you to all our viewers for tuning in and joining us in this segment. And stay tuned. We will bring you more informed episodes like this. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
thank you.